I want to send it over to meteorologist Amber Wheeler, who has a look at this Sunday forecast.
Hey, good morning. Everything's quiet for us when it comes to weather. This morning, mostly into the 60s and the 70s. You've got to head about 600 miles to the east to see the best shot at some rain, and it's basically over the Atlantic right now. So we are sunny today. We are going to be hot. Temperatures back into the low 90s, so feeling like summer out there. Luckily, we've got some lower humidity to go along with that, so certainly not having to contend so much with the heat index for today. And more heat tomorrow, 90s, low 90s for your Monday. Remember, the average high is about 86, so this is certainly well above average. A few more passing clouds on Monday, but the humidity should stay low for you. And the reason why is we've got this northerly wind. You're going to keep this low humidity or these drier air moving in from the north. Again, passing clouds, and this model showing that some of these clouds is going to try to squeeze a few sprinkles out, but I really just don't think you're going to see much of the way of rain over the next few days. We do, however, have better chances towards the end of the week. Of course, that's as we get into October, but the month of September, the rainfall, we are below normal. So our deficit is just over 4 inches. We've seen just over 6/10 of an inch. Certainly could use some more, and we have that chance. So I want to show you what we're looking at here. Here's the upper level pattern with the rain potential as well. We've got this ridge of high pressure that will be under over the next few days, and that's what's going to keep us hot for Monday, Tuesday, and then things start to shift a bit. Once we get this upper level low that moves in, what's going to happen is that this will actually become detached from the upper level flow here. We call it a cutoff low, and it meanders a little bit, and it's where this meanders is where we're going to see chances for some rain and storms. So once we get a little bit more consensus on where this is going to set up, we can really hone in on those rain chances heading into the end of the week and into next weekend. I've got some models that keep this in a place where it keeps us pretty dry with rain mostly over the water there, but certainly could see some more rain chances, and of course we need it. Here are the next 7 days worth of rain potential. Of course, not going to really spike those rain chances until we get a little more consensus from the models here towards the end of the week and into next weekend, but that's our next best chance for some rain. And the heat, of course, continues. Our average high again mid 80s, and we're going to be mostly in the low 90s for the first part of the week. Wednesday's our transition day, and then we head towards normal, which is of course 86 for Friday and into the next weekend. Of course, might be a little lower if we can bump those rain chances up as we get closer. A check-in on the tropics. You know, it's been pretty busy out there over the last several days, and we're getting a better look at what these storms will do. This particular storm has been a little more predictable. This is Hurricane Umberto. This was a rare Category 5 yesterday, and right now it is a Category 4, still a powerful storm moving to the west-northwest here. In fact, here are the latest coordinates. Moving west-northwest at 13 miles per hour, the winds 155, so still very strong, and it will make a pass to the west of Bermuda as a major hurricane. The next system we're watching is Tropical Depression number 9. This has set up between the Bahamas and Cuba, and it is slowly rising to the northwest. And because it's making that slower move, things have changed with the path and the potential what we'll see this week. A lot of rain out in front of this, but the winds right now at 35 miles per hour. It is expected to strengthen later today into probably Tropical Storm Imelda, and then eventually Hurricane Imelda as a low-end Category 1. Looking for that to move towards the Bermuda area. Port Bermuda has had a lot of close passes over the last several weeks here, but the good news is it looks like it's not going to make a landfall into the United States. Folks in the Bahamas watching this very closely, and we will be watching for some rough surf and possibly some localized flooding from some heavy rain associated with this system. In fact, the rain will probably extend up into the Carolinas, really north of the system here. But luckily, we've got more consensus that is going to stay out into the Atlantic. Here's your forecast for the next week. We've got a lot of heat here, summer-like pattern, and the first part of fall. And then we head towards Thursday and Friday, and you can see those temperatures. They do fall. We're back into